Hey, we back. I don't want to break it to y'all, but we back. Every time I go places, now these videos always get funny. You might think they're getting annoying or whatever, but I'm just telling it like it is. I'm gonna be blunt with you. Every time I go places, it doesn't matter if it's the Moose Lodge, it doesn't matter if it's Night to Shine. It doesn't matter if it's the hot dog festival. I'm trying to name 5 things that are relevant here. It doesn't matter if it was like those dances I used to go to at Indianapolis. It doesn't matter if it's the 5th thing. This event. I'm trying to think of another event. Summer Games. And I don't want to tell you what I want because I don't want to humiliate myself in front of this video. You think I want to humiliate myself on camera even though I'm in a corner right now? I'm in a corner right now making this video. You think I want to make myself? I always walk out empty-handed. Doesn't matter where I go, I always walk out empty-handed. Doesn't matter where I go. And warning, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Anything I say on here stays on Facebook. It doesn't go anywhere else. So with that being said, there's 4 different categories that you need to look at. I came with this new word called antique. Antiques, let me tell you about antiques, how much antiques make me sick. Antiques have probably got a good reason to be antique. If you're going to be antique, you might as well make sure you tell me if you're antique or not. That way I won't be wasting my time on no antique. Because I don't like antiques. Antiques is something they don't want this, they don't want that, they don't want you, they want to stay far away from you. They're not a group of friends. We got 4 different categories. I'm going to get to the 4 categories. I'm going to be like one of those Facebook videos where we see a reeve and they say, I'm going to tell you the dangers of this. I'm going to tell you about my yo-yo first. I'm going to tell you about my basketball first. I'm going to tell you about my what I had for breakfast yesterday first. Now I'm going to tell you the 4 categories right now. They're main dishes, appetizers, apple butter, and antiques. And I feel like talking to someone on this, feel like making a video where it's okay, we got the friends with benefits, we got this, we got that. I feel like I'm talking in that kind of code. But first we're going to start off with main dishes. The only way they'd be classified as a main dish is they never leave. If they leave you, they're classified as an appetizer. It means they didn't last. And appetizers don't stretch. They're about this thin. About this thin. Appetizers don't stretch. It's like if you put your hands together and you keep your hands together like this, about how far appetizer could stretch. If you put your hands like this, that mile long, that's infinite. That's what main dishes are. They're infinite group of friends back, little code words we say so you won't humiliate yourself in front of this camera. And I'm about ready to eat dinner, so I gotta make this quick. I'm ready to eat here soon. So, but it's not the kind of appetizer you get at a restaurant. I know that, right? And antiques doesn't mean something's old. Antique is a new code word we're making a mix. I made these appetizers in 2 years because I didn't get a main dish last year. So I decided to take a break from appetizer videos and shoot for the best. And antique is something that is non-accessibility. Means you can't use an antique. If you're an antique, or you might as well just say it to my face, but you won't even know that code word to say, oh, not available for antique, or not available, you're antique. Because what I'm trying to say, if someone's an antique so bad, they might as well just say they don't work. They don't work for some reason. Now there's apple butter. Now I have my fair share of apple butter. I'm tired of apple butter. If it happens one more time, I'm going to be up to here with apple butter. I'm going to let it slide. I'm a nice guy. What comes out butter. I'm going to let it slide. This year at Night to Shine, Apple Butter said hi to me. I'm like, hi, and I kind of glance over. Apple Butter is that kind of like jelly. It's sour and rotten jelly. It doesn't look good, and you can't work with it because there's not enough. That takes like buckets of makeup and stuff like that, and it can't even make up. We don't even know how much makeup you got on it. And apple butter, I'm sick of apple butter. Apple butter stares me down. I can't work with apple butter. Like it makes me it makes me feel uncomfortable to be with apple butter. I don't want apple butter. I want to stay far away from apple butter. Apple butter is if you at the end of the day, I don't care if you're apple butter, but be apple butter. If you want to be apple butter, don't become with me with your apple butter because I don't like apple butter. I'm allergic to apple butter. First of all, apple butter, I'm talking about, it's not kind you get Cracker Barrel. You put it on a biscuit, it's good. That's kind of good apple butter you get at a restaurant. We're talking about the code word apple butter, so I won't make it myself. My peanut butter cannot have a crunch to it around apple butter. It cannot have a crunch around apple butter. And why would I even think about my apple butter having a crunch to it around apple butter? My peanut butter would not have a crunch to it around apple butter. Now moving on, main dish is something, it's infinite, it's unlimited sign, which means it lasts forever. It never fades. The only way my main dish in my book is if they stay around forever for a group of friends. They're not forever for a group of friends until, I say the vow, death separates you apart until death do us part. Well, that doesn't count as appetizer. If, something like that, if death, stuff like that, group of friends, about little coworkers, say on me yourself. But I'm tired of going places and walking out empty-handed. What's so good about an appetizer? Can you let me know in the comments, have you ever had an appetizer and how it's so good about appetizers? Because some people want appetizers. It's like that song, sweet dreams are made of the end. Who am I to disagree? Some of them want the appetizers. Some of them want to get an appetizer. But that's not how the lyrics go. Oh, some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused by appetizer. Or I got that stick songs, too much appetizers on my hands. This is one of my most popular videos, appetizer videos. It's like, I'm 25, right? So 5 more years, I'll be 30 years old. And I'm going to remember I made this appetizer video on Wednesday, June 4th, 2025, because I have good memory dates. I remember the first time I was making appetizer videos, it was on June 3rd, 2023, and I said, this is a very important video. I'm tired, sick of appetizers, Doc. I'm sick of walking out. And I was like making this, I said, this is part 2. If I don't want to tell you what I really want, because I don't want to get on here and admit myself, appetizers don't stretch. About this thin, they don't stretch. Look at me, my hands are empty. I'm walking out empty-handed. I remember it like it was yesterday making those appetizer videos, but now we're back. We're back and we're trying to make them funny, silly, goofy, complaining all at the same time. Oh, put something on the table here. Because if I want to get back from summer games, I'm going to sing a Little Red Corvette by Prince. Well, it was Saturday night and everything was makes everything all right. Roll over maybe with a cloud of chance of meatballs. Give me the keys. I'm going to show you I'm going to take advantage of your kindness, this love dream. And I'm going to sing that song when I get back. I'm going to wait till like next Saturday to sing something probably. But yeah, this year at Summer Games, I did not want to walk out empty-handed. I'm just not going to do it. I'll walk out empty-handed. I'm going to know it. Night to Shine, that one time I met that group of friends at Night to Shine. Maybe I could unblow my chances and unblow my chances with that one group of friends I met at Night to Shine on February 10th, 2023. But maybe I have to move on. But one thing for certain, you don't want to go someplace and walk out with your hands empty. You want your hands full of that sticky jelly. It's like, I feel like Winnie the Winnie the Pooh, like, gotta get that honey, gotta get that honey. I'm not even a Disney fan. I'm talking about Winnie the Pooh. Gotta get that honey in my hands. Gotta get that honey in my hands. If I got my hands all sticky with the honey. It's like, oh, that honey smells good. I gotta get some more. Have you ever walked out empty-handed, or you ever come up with this code words? Because I'll tell you about some antiques. Antiques are, you gotta know by their eyes, by their facial expressions, they're an antique. When you look at, oh, it's antique-ish. I don't like antiques. I don't like appetizers. I don't like apple butter. Main dishes. Well, if the main dish is not apple butter, it would be smooth that way. But you gotta have that. You gotta have be interesting features for you to be the right main dish. First of all, you have to have little code words. Say on me yourself. The group of friends back. First of all, I'm going to say this once. They have to be autistic. Little code words. Say on me yourself. But I'm tired of, but you don't want to walk out empty-handed. It's the last thing you want to do. Gotta get that honey. Gotta get that honey in my hands. I don't call it honey. I call it jelly. 100% spicy. Mixed flavors of different jelly. Better be as good as a Jolly Rancher. A cheesecake at this point. Good as cheesecake at that point. Jelly is always going to be dessert. My peanut butter is not going to have a crunch to it when it comes to apple butter. And this video is way too long, by the way, so you don't have to watch it all. I should have warned you in the beginning of this video. This video is going to be a long video, but we're almost done here. What I was going to say is appetizers don't stretch. About this thin. But this thin, they're shrivelly. You know, you put your hand right there and they shrivel up, and it get a little like, you know, if you keep a flour and don't water it. That's what appetizers are. They're a flour you don't water. They shrivel up and they explode and die, like blow up. They shrivel up. You know, if you kept a flour, say for example a mum flour, and you just like didn't water it, so it's okay. I didn't water this flour. It's gonna shrivel up and it's gonna stink up your whole entire room because you left kept a dead flower. Don't keep a dead flower. Don't keep a dead daisy. Don't keep a dead daffodil. This time, I'm not even going to try, because I know this 4 categories. First of all, the main dish is at the 1% level. And today's site in 2025, there's only like 1% of main dishes out there everywhere you go. And then there's like a 25% chance of appetizers. And then there's like apple butter, like sometimes places are infested with apple butter, like a zombie apocalypse. Like there's too much apple butter. What are we going to do with all this apple butter? We can't have all this apple butter around here. I can't get apple butter. Can't get apple butter. No. I can't get with that. I can't get with that. Like that song by Hall & Oates. I can't get with that. I can't get no apple butter. There's too much apple butter around here. I can't stand why it's all fast apple butter. And then fourth is antiques. 75% of group of friends back little code words say won't make yourself I'm going is antiques. 75%. That's only 25% of a chance of main dishes. And maybe just friends, just for example, this little code word say won't make yourself. That's not how you meet someone. Someone little code word telling myself group of friends back, little group of friends what I really want. I already have a group of friends. Group of friends is what I really want. I don't want to tell you what I want because I don't want to make it myself. Are acting super cool or what? I'm acting cool today. I hope this video didn't sound too douchey as sushi, because sushi's not douchey. You know, douchey rhymes with sushi. In my eyes, sushi is good and it's not douchey at all. But I hope this video doesn't make me sound douchey talking about appetizers, main dishes, apple butter and antiques, because first of all, you know what? It's so bad you can't even get an appetizer sometimes. Sometimes it's so bad you can't get an appetizer. Just antiques. Says not open, not open, not open. They're antique. It's so bad there's so many antiques out there. I came there. I want to say the high chances sometimes they're antiques and they're like chameleon antiques, which means they turn into appetizer, shape shifters. So first they were going to be antiques and they shape shift to an appetizer because they don't want to hurt your feelings. And I'm done. I'm probably done talking about, but here we go. Here's that 60-minute video talking about 60-minute appetizer video, channel 25, talking about group of friends back and walking out empty hand, not wanting to walk out empty hand. I walk out empty hand. I'm going to come back. I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to tell myself I told you so. I'm going to tell myself I told you so, or tell myself I told you so.